So this is the sexual reproduction in animals. Okay. So in the sexual reproduction, particularly in the human beings, we are deals with the human being. The reproduction carried out by the different male and female gametes. Okay. So male and female gametes, it will be carry the process of the reproduction. Okay. So sexual reproduction in animals, particularly in the human being, take part both the male and females. Okay. So male produces the male reproductive structure and the female produces female reproductive structure. Okay. So what is the difference between the female reproductive structure? Here, the gametes. Okay. So the gametes produced by the male and also gametes produced by the female. So what is the difference between the gametes of the male and female? So male produces the gametes called as the sperms. Okay. Remember this, male produces the gametes called as the sperms and female produces gametes that is called as the eggs. Okay. So number of eggs produced by the female and number of sperms produced by the male. So this is the main difference in the gamete productions. Okay. Number second, gonad. So gonad is nothing but it's a reproductive organs. Okay. So it will be produced, means the testis produced by the male and the ovary produced by the female. It means that the ovary is present in the female and the testis is present in the male. Okay. Then many sperm cells are involved in the male human beings. Okay. And number of the oogenesis are involved. It's a process, that is the few to many eggs are involved in the females. Means the production of the eggs in the female and the production of the sperm cells in the male. So what is meant by the spermatogenesis? This term is called as spermatogenesis. So what is spermatogenesis? The production of the sperm cells which are the monoploid किंवा त्याला आपण हॅप्लॉइड म्हणतो, म्हणजे single number of the chromosome. Okay. So haploid cells produced by the male, that cells are called as the sperm cells which are the haploid. त्या कशा येतात? त्या ठिकाणी त्या haploids आहे. Okay. These are the haploid cells. And in case of the female, there is a process called as oogenesis. त्याला काय म्हणायचं? Oogenesis. So what is meant by the oogenesis? The egg cells are produced in the female. So that process is called as the oogenesis. So egg cells are of course haploid in numbers, monoploid also, single number of the chromosome. Okay. Next is the so this is the reproductive structure of the sperms and the eggs. Okay, so sperms are like this. We can see here. This is the diagram of the sperm. So number of the sperms are produced by the male and the number of the eggs produced by the female. Okay, so this is the larger body. Okay, larger body than the cells it will be. The sperms are the smaller in size. It can be swims through liquid. Liquid मध्ये ते काय करतात? Swims करतात. इकडे तिकडे ते जाऊ शकतात. Why? Because there is this long structure here, like structure, flagellated structures. So with the help of this, they can be fluid. They can be moved from one place to the another. Okay. The sperms also having the head. So this is the head of the sperm and this is the tail of the sperm. Head and tail. Okay. The middle, this is the portion called as the middle portion. Okay. And tail means here also called as the flagellum, means flagella. In zoological words, this is called as the flagella, means tail. Okay. In case of the eggs, there is a larger than a body cell. Body cell पेक्षा थोडी मोठी असते त्या ठिकाणी. Eggs cannot move on its own. स्वतः मूव होत नाही ते. ठीक आहे. जसे हे स्पर्म्स मूव असतात त्याप्रमाणे हे eggs आहे स्वतः मूव्ह होत नाही त्या ठिकाणी. ओके. राउंड शेप, structurally it is rounded in shape, round shape आहे, गोल अशा प्रकारचा. Okay, so this is the difference between the sperms and the eggs. We can have to make the screenshot. Okay, then fertilization. Fertilization, this is also one of the process. Okay, so first of all, the process of the fertilization is carried out, then there is a formation of the offsprings. Okay, so what is meant by the fertilization? The fertilization is nothing but it's a fusion between the male and female gametes. So in case of the human being, what are the male and female gametes? The male gametes are the sperms and the female gametes are the eggs. Okay, so both they fuse to form the first structure, so that is called as the zygote. So in this way, this is the structure, this diagram showing the, what is this? This is the egg or this is the sperm cells. Okay, it can be fused. The sperms are fused to the eggs to produce the first structure. या प्रकारे त्या डायग्राम मध्ये पाहू शकता. या प्रकारे तुम्ही त्या ठिकाणी हे स्पर्म्स आहे आणि हे eggs. So sperm it will be fused, it will be conjugate to form the first structure. So या ठिकाणी structure होतं nuclei of the, there is the sperms fused with the nuclei of the eggs to form the structure. So that is called as the zygote. Okay. The two nuclei joined together. Two nuclei means what? One nuclei from the sperm and another nuclei from the eggs. Both nuclei are fused to form a zygote. It's a first structure of the development of progeny. Okay. Next, we can make screenshot. Okay. External fertilization. What do you mean by the external fertilization? Means a type of fertilization, means a process of fertilization carried out outside the body. त्यालाच म्हणायचं external. आपण नाही म्हणत external, internal. So that means the external fertilization means outside the body. A type of fertilization carried out outside of the body. That is called as the external fertilization. In animals, the breed in the water. Some animals they breed in the waters also, means outside the body. For example, some eggs are there, they can be fertilized. Okay, they can be emerge out the there is a different progenies also. Okay, so that is the outside of the body. It means fish also example. Fish lays eggs, number of the eggs. Okay, so that's why the eggs may be again it can be sporulated. So they will be found the number of the fishes. So that is called as the externally, means outside the body. Many hazards in the environments, sperms and eggs may not meet. काही काही ठिकाणी काय होतं, त्या ठिकाणी स्पर्म्स आणि एग्स त्या ठिकाणी मीटच होत नाही त्यामध्ये. Some cases eggs or offsprings may be eaten. Eggs or offsprings may be eaten. त्या ठिकाणी eat केले जातात. May die due to environmental conditions, and some eggs or offspring they may be die due to environmental condition because there is a temperature, the moisture is also there. So both the conditions are very favorable condition, and in that condition they may be sporulated or they may be fertilized. Okay, so fertilization also inquire there is the environments. Okay, the conditions are temperature, then oxygen level is also very important. Okay, temperature, oxygen level is very important for the process of fertilization in case of external fertilized animals. Okay, next. In case of the large number of sperms and eggs are released to overcome the hazards. Large number of the sperms and eggs are released by the organism. Okay, so it will be produces the hazards, means the condition which is not suitable for the fertilizations of the eggs. या प्रकारचं जास्त असेल तर त्या ठिकाणी fertilization सुद्धा होऊ शकत नाही कधी कधी sometimes. Okay, the hormones control behavior to have the sperms and eggs released at the same time. So formation of or release of the sperms and eggs at the same time, it will be controlled by the hormones. If the proper function of the hormones carried out in the body of organism, so that's why they can be released the sperms and release the eggs also, means different male and females. Okay, so that's why there is also very important points. Next, internal fertilization. So in the external fertilization outside, internal fertilization means within the female body. So this is very important. So fertilization done only in the female body, not in the male body. Okay, so this is very important. In the land animals means the animals who live in on the land. Okay, so in case of the land animal, the internal fertilization is done. For example, the dog. Okay, so this is the snake is also. So they can be have the internal fertilizations. Okay. Then we have also example some birds also. Okay. So these are some examples to form the internal fertilizations. Land animals classified under the land animals. Some aquatic animals means animals who are live in the water, aquatic animals. So in case of the aquatic animals, example shark. Shark shows internal type of fertilization. Okay, and octopus shows internal type of the fertilization. So fertilization type is internal, but they are live in a water, means aquatic animals. Okay. Next, they require specialized sex organs to carry sperms to body of the female. Okay, so male produces sperms by the particular organs. So that organs called as the sex organs. Okay, so male and females carry sperms to the body of the female. So it must be necessary to release or to carry the sperms towards the eggs of the female. Okay. Watery environment. So what happened in the watery environment? Needed for sperms to swim to the eggs. In watery environment means in the water, the sperms, when the sperms are released, they can float on the water surface. Okay. So at the time what happened? Floating the sperms on the water surface, they contact with the eggs. And when they contact with the eggs, they fuse to form the first structures. Okay. So that will be the condition for fertilization. Next is the after fertilization, zygote is enclosed in a protective shell and release or remains and develop in female body. So actually what happened in the fertilization process, here there is a fusion of male and female gametes, means eggs and sperms will be fused to form this structure. Okay, so this structure, diploid structure, now it is a diploid. Why? Because the male nuclei and the female nuclei from the eggs and male nuclei from the sperms, it will be fused here. So this is the diploid condition, die. Okay, so this is called as the first structure called as the zygote. So after the meiotic division of these two structures, it will be develop, and develop. Okay, so that is the further development of the zygote to form the new offsprings. Okay, so here turtle laying eggs. So turtle it is a laying eggs. या ठिकाणी eggs त्याने lays केल्यानंतर त्या ठिकाणी काय होतं त्याचं in the temperature it may be a fertilize. Okay, it's a fertilize and production of the new turtle. Okay, so within the body, outside the body. Okay, so this is the fertilization process after the fusion of the male and female gametes, means eggs and sperms. Next, the internal fertilizations. Example another, fewer eggs are needed. यासाठी काय लागतात? Some eggs are needed. गरज लागते त्यांची. Well protected. They may be well protected. Increased chance of fertilization. So after the well protection of the eggs, it may be increase the chance of fertilization. जास्त प्रमाणामध्ये काय होतं त्या ठिकाणी fertilizations होऊ शकतं त्या ठिकाणी. Okay, so they may get protected. For example, the honeys, honey bees आपण म्हणतो त्यांना, ठीक आहे. So honey bees, they can be protected their eggs and they can be easily get fertilized. Next term is the parthenogenesis. So we are already learned this term, parthenogenesis in the plants. Okay, parthenogenesis means formation of the plant body without the pollination and the fertilizations. Okay, so in case of the honeybees also, we can use this parthenogenesis, means development of unfertilized eggs into an adult. So there is no need to develop the fertilized eggs. Okay, so unfertilized eggs into the adults, bees and the wasps. Okay. So these are the some common examples in the animals and the reproductive structures. Okay. Next is the second part of the same. Okay. Human reproductions. Okay. We have the example, complete example about the human reproductions. Okay. So here will be the screen. We'll share the human reproduction. Okay. Human reproduction. So already we learned the basic structure or reproductive structure in the males, that is the sperms, and in the female, that is the eggs. Okay. So in the human reproductions, okay, in the human reproductions, the reproduction is the production of the young ones by an organism. That is, the humans are sexually reproducing and viviparous. Okay, so they will be reproduced sexually, means male and female gametes. So in the human reproductive system, in the human reproductive system, there is a male reproductive system and the female reproductive system. It means the male carry the male reproductive system and female carry the female reproductive system. Means both the systems are different in the male and the females. So we will start from the male reproductive system. Okay. So in the male reproductive system, the male reproductive systems are consist of the different organs, means reproductive structures. Okay, so you can clearly see here the ureters is there. So it's a long chain, long pipe, hollow pipes. So that is called the ureters. Seminal vesicles, then urinary bladder, vas deferens, prostate glands, penis, urethra glands, penis, foreskin, testis, scrotum, so rectum, anus, bulbourethral glands, ejaculatory ducts. So all these are the parts of the male reproductive systems. Okay. So here you can see here that these are the all parts of the male reproductive system. You can make the screenshot. So how it works? This is the urinary bladders. Okay. So we can see here. This is the rectum, is the seminal vesicle, anus, means excretory organs which will be released from the body. So what will be the urine synthesis in the human body, it will be released. Okay. So pairs, male reproductive system, it can be conducted. Okay. It can be conducted. A paired testis. A paired testis means there are the number of two testes. So these structures, remember this. This structure is called as the testis. There is the pair of testes, means two testes, left and right side. Okay. So the primary sex organs that produce sperms and the testosterone. Sperms and testosterone. It will produce in the testes. At testis मध्ये काय होतं? Production of the sperms. Okay. Testes are formed within abdomens. Okay. Testes are formed within the abdomen. So abdomen cavity, our abdomen cavity, in our abdomen cavity, there is a presence of the testes. Okay. After that, the birth of at the 8th month of the pregnancy, after the formation of the zygote. Okay. The zygote formation, development of the zygote, that is the embryos, and it will be reach about the 8th to 9th months. Okay, so they descend into the scrotal sac, scrotum, scrotum, scrotum. So scrotum area they may be having the after maturity, mature होईपर्यंत त्या ठिकाणी असतात in the females only. The low into the scrotums through the inguinal canals. त्या ठिकाणी inguinal canals मधून त्या ठिकाणी ते कॅरी होत जातात अशा प्रकारचे इकडून. ओके, हे टेस्टिस, this is the pathway. Okay, the low temperature, that is 2 to 2.5 degrees Celsius. Okay, then the body temperature. लो टेम्परेचर मध्ये त्या ठिकाणी काय होतं, कधी कधी प्रोडक्शन त्या ठिकाणी होत नाही, जास्त हाय टेम्परेचर जरी असेल तर त्या ठिकाणी होत नाही. ओके, स्कॉटम हेल्प्स टू प्रॉपर फंक्शनिंग ऑफ टेस्टिस अँड स्पर्मॅटोजेनेसिस. एवढ्या टेम्परेचरच्या खालीच त्या ठिकाणी पाहिजे पूर्ण. सो प्रॉपर फंक्शनिंग ऑफ टेस्टिस अँड स्पर्मॅटोजेनेसिस मीन्स प्रोडक्शन ऑफ द, काय म्हणायला, प्रोडक्शन ऑफ द स्पर्म्स. ओके, स्पर्मॅटोजेनेसिस. ठीक आहे, प्रोडक्शन ऑफ द स्पर्म्स. रनिंग टाइमचा मेसेज आलाय, पाहूया, आणखी 5 मिनिट चालेल त्या ठिकाणी. ओके, हा टॉपिक झाल्यानंतर तुम्हाला नोट्स वगैरे त्या ठिकाणी प्रोव्हाइड केला जातील. ओके, सो स्पर्मॅटोजेनेसिस, इट विल बी फॉर्म्स द नंबर ऑफ द स्पर्म्स इन द टेस्टिस. ओके, देन paired testis. This is the paired testis. Each testis is the oval in shape. प्रत्येकाचा आकार कसा असतो, ओव्हल शेप असतो या ठिकाणी. Testis, oval shape. Length is near about 4 to 5 centimeter and width is about 2 to 3 centimeters. Each testis has about 250 testicular lobules. Testis ला काय असतात, testicular lobules त्या ठिकाणी बाजूला. ओके, lobules त्या ठिकाणी असतात, testicular lobules. Each lobules contains 1 to 3 coiled seminiferous tubules. 1 to 3 coiled seminiferous tubules. त्या ठिकाणी कॉइलिंग फॉर्म मध्ये सेमिनिफेरस ट्यूब्स त्या ठिकाणी असतात. इथे या प्रकारचा लेअर जो आहे त्याच्यामध्ये कॉइलिंग फॉर्म्स मध्ये त्या ठिकाणी असतात आणि मग ते काय होतात, वन थ्रेड्स त्या ठिकाणी परत होतो. ओके, सेमिनिफेरस ट्यूब्स इज लाईन इंटरनली. ते कसे असतात, सेमिनिफेरस इंटरनली लाईन असते म्हणजे आतल्या बाजूने, नॉट द आउटर साइड, इनर साइडला. Internally, spermatogenic cells, intergenic spermatocytes and spermatocytes contain spermatogenic cells. त्याच्यामध्ये त्या ठिकाणी असतात. That is the male germ cells. आपण त्याला काय म्हणतो, मेल जर्म सेल्स असं म्हणतो त्या ठिकाणी. ओके, spermatoes. Steroid cells give shape and nourishment to developing the spermatogonia. The spermatogoniaचं डेव्हलपमेंट जे आहे, so that develop, spermatogonia develop सर्टोइल सेल्स त्या ठिकाणी. स्पर्मॅटोगोनिया, स्पर्मॅटोझोआ आहे त्या ठिकाणी स्पर्मॅटोज प्रोडक्शन होतं. सो इट विल बी डेव्हलप दिस सेल्स. ओके, सो सेकंडरी स्पर्मॅटोसाइट्स, द प्रायमरी, secondary. So like this, there is a development of the same cells. In a male reproductive system, the paired testis. So this is the diagram shows the TS of the testis. Okay, so there is a section of the testis, TS. It will be shows the regions outside the seminiferous tubules. Small blood vessels contains interstitial cells or Leydig cells also, and immunologically competent cells. The immunologically competent cells astat, so we can the cells which will be increase the immunity. Okay, so that's why Leydig cells secretes testicular hormones. या सेल्स काय करतात, टेस्टिक्युलर हार्मोन्स त्या ठिकाणी सिक्रेशन्स करतात. त्यालाच आपण काय म्हणतो, एंड्रोजन्स. काय म्हणायचं, एंड्रोजन्स. दिस इज द पार्ट्स सेक्शन शोइंग द testis. Capillary is also there, spermatozoa. You can see here this structure, spermatozoa, interstitial cells या ठिकाणी असतात. So all this structure will be composed of the this testis. Okay. Then accessory ducts. So next part is the accessory ducts. So testis containing accessory ducts. Okay. Vas difference, vasa differentia आणि reti testis. या प्रकारचे झाले त्याच्यामधले components. Epididymis heads is also there. This is the epididymis heads. So this is the inner side part. This is the outer side part. Okay. seminiferous tubules also there. Vasa differentia, series of fine tubules. हे छोटे छोटे ते दिसतात तुम्हाला त्या ठिकाणी seminiferous हे छोटे. It's a partitions. So it may be take the partitions. असं coiling मध्ये इथे coiling झालंय. So that's coiling shows. आणि इथे या ठिकाणी partitions त्या ठिकाणी झाले. Okay. So between the outer layers, it will be show the partitions. So body of didymus. Didymus त्या ठिकाणी epididymus म्हटलं. Epi means outer side. Okay. And epididymis vas difference. So this is the all the structure shows by the testis. Okay. Then accessory ducts. So accessory ducts are the vas difference. This is the outermost. It's connecting from the urethra. So it will be pipe connecting the urethra, and from this point, what is this? This is the common ejaculatory duct. Common ejaculatory duct means there is a controlling of incoming and outgoing the products. Okay, so incoming outgoing products means the incoming outgoing the urines and the sperms also. Okay, the sperms and urine, it will be released from the same pipe, but there is a distinct from here common ejaculatory ducts. Okay, this is the urethra, this is the penis, this is the epididymis, this is the testis. So which will be connected, all the two pipes will be connected to the different locatory testis. Either testis, testis. It's a pair of testis. Okay. So parts: reti testis, vasa differentia, epididymis, vas difference, common ejaculatory ducts, and urethra and the urethral meatus. Okay, these are the parts of the testis. Then accessory glands. So accessory glands also play a very important role in the formation of the, or it will be perform the particular function of the transports of the same sperms, okay, and transport of the urine also. They includes a pair of the seminal vesicles, a prostate glands, a pair of the cowpers, bulbo urethrals असं सुद्धा म्हटलं जातं त्या ठिकाणी. Their collective secretions is called seminal plasma. Okay, so it is rich in fructose, calcium, and enzymes. त्याच्यामध्ये काय काय असतं? Fructose, calcium, enzymes. What is the function of the fructose? It will provide the energy. So for energy purpose. So in that energy, it is utilized for the production of the sperms, or it will be get activated, or they may be transmit, they may be transport from the one place to the another, means from the testis toward the, this is the tubules. Okay. Seminal plasma plus sperms, it's called as semen. So what is meant by the semen? Semen is nothing but it's a seminal plasma cells which is having the liquefieds, and then sperms involved in that seminal plasma cells, collectively called as the semen. Okay. Accessory glands. So accessory glands also a part of the male reproductive system. Okay. Functions of the seminal plasma. Number one, it helps for transporting sperms. So what is the function of the seminal plasma? It can transport the sperms, supply nutrient to the sperms. So what may be the nutrient required for the development of the sperms? The plasma provides the nutrients to the sperms. It also provides alkalinity, means alkaline in nature. So alkalinity is more concentrated, done in that to the sperms to counteract acidity of the uterus. म्हणजे काय होतं, acidity जास्त झाली तर त्याचं concentration कमी झालं पाहिजे. So alkalinity will be increased. After the increase in the alkalinity, the concentration of the acidity become less. Okay, so that is the main important thing which will be helped by the plasma cells. Okay, in the ureters. Then secretions of Cowper's glands lubricate the penis. Okay, Cowper glands that ठिकाणी काय होतात, secretions करतात. So that's why it's a muscular organs which will be lubricated. So they may be having its proper functions. Okay. Secretion of epididymis, vas difference, seminal vesicle, and prostate helps for the maturation and motility of the sperms. So all these are the conditions which will very helpful for the maturation, म्हणजे mature होण्यासाठी, and motility म्हणजे एका ठिकाणी दुसऱ्या ठिकाणी जाण्यासाठी of the sperm. So This is the very important point in the male reproductive system. The sperms are always sterile. त्या ठिकाणी sterile the sperm असेल तर ते त्या ठिकाणी eggsला त्या ठिकाणी fuse होऊ शकतात. Okay. So times may be 1 or 2 minutes. Only 1 minute is left. Okay. So within 1 minute we will complete it. And after that, directly we will conduct the class on Monday. आपण सोमवारी पुन्हा परत त्या ठिकाणी क्लास अरेंज करूया. आणि या आठवड्यामध्ये जेवढं होईल तेवढं. आता उद्या संडेची टेस्ट ठेवायची का? ठेवूया एक छोटीशी टेस्ट. ठीक आहे. ती टेस्ट तुम्हाला मिळेल आणि ती तुम्ही सबमिट परत करून द्यायची. याचा पण रिझल्ट तुम्हाला दिला जाईल. ओके. नेक्स्ट इज द लास्ट वन. The penis external genitalia. Okay, so penis having the external genitalia. There is the foreskin, glands, cowper's semen, corpus, covinsums, and bladders. So all these are the parts of the urine formation, which will be helps by the all the organs. Okay, so urine transmitted, also sperm transmitted, means along with the